The Biden administration is marking the anniversary of the invasion of Ukraine with fresh sanctions against Russia. And more than 700,000 utility customers are still without power in Michigan. Good morning. I'm Corva Coleman with NPR News, and here are today's top stories. Today's the first anniversary of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. President Biden will be meeting virtually this morning with leaders of G7 nations and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. The Biden administration has also announced fresh sanctions on more than 200 people and entities supporting Russia's military goals. NPR's Joanna Kakissis is in Kyiv and says Western allies have been providing support to Ukraine for months.
The West has given Ukraine billions in military and humanitarian aid. Western weapons have helped Ukrainian forces hit Russian targets and reclaim occupied territory. And Western aid has helped Ukraine restore some of its power grid after it was almost destroyed during months of Russian strikes.
NPR's Joanna Kakissis reporting. More than 700,000 utility customers in Michigan don't have electricity, according to tracking site poweroutage.us. A winter storm buried that northern state in ice. From member station WDET, Quinn Kleinfelter reports.
Utility officials say the relatively rare combination of an ice storm, freezing rain, and sleet overwhelmed repair crews at first. But the head of DTE Electric, Trevor Lauer, says reinforcements have arrived.
We have an army out here. We are going to restore your power. From Michigan to Lake Erie, we have wires down. Some of those are going to be live, and you need to treat every wire like it is a live wire. Stay away from it.
A live wire killed a firefighter in southeastern Michigan during the storm. The fire department says he was hit by a power line when ice suddenly caused a tree branch to break and knock the wire down. For NPR News, I'm Quinn Kleinfelter in Detroit.
Meanwhile, there is now a blizzard warning in effect for parts of Southern California. This hasn't happened in more than 30 years. Mountainous roads just outside Los Angeles may be impassable because of heavy blowing snow. The access to medication abortion in the future in the U.S. is uncertain, and Vice President Harris is preparing to host a meeting with reproductive rights advocates today. As NPR's Sarah McCammon reports, the gathering at the White House comes on the same day as a key deadline in a federal lawsuit that could cut off access to a major abortion pill.
Vice President Harris has been tasked with leading the Biden administration's efforts to respond to increasing threats to abortion rights, especially in the aftermath of last summer's Supreme Court decision overturning Roe v. Wade. A decision from a Trump-appointed federal judge in Texas is expected soon in a lawsuit challenging the most widely used form of medication abortion in the U.S. That drug, mifepristone, was approved by the FDA more than 20 years ago. The vice president will meet with legal and medical experts and discuss threats to both mifepristone and what the White House describes as the authority of the FDA. Sarah McCammon, NPR News.
And you're listening to NPR News from Washington.